Actually, perfect. Okay. Good to go whenever. All right. Good morning, everybody in here, by the way. Sorry, we were getting that figured out. I am Johnydepp, co-commentating with Cruste, who needs no introduction.
Yep, back again.
God, no. Okay, I have to keep an eye out on his stream. It keeps dying for me. Okay, we're off. So, God, I feel like I need to explain how we're doing these sets every single time, but it's so confusing for people watching. They're gonna play 5 games with Skull Dagger, 5 games with Scimitar, and then they're gonna play 9 games of Bring Your Own. And whoever technically gets to 10 game wins first wins, but we still play all the games out, so you're still gonna see them all no matter what. Um. Anyways, so Drajl's got a pretty clean board right now. I think they dropped. Wait, did they drop similar colors? Hold on. Okay, green on the sides, yellow on the sides. No, I thought they dropped similar colors or something. I'm just dumb. Uh, the ideal way to approach this matchup is to try and clear the sides, right? So the Skull Daggers have weak corners, or weak sides, I should say, as you can see. Oh, see, Manny needed like any way to connect that yellow the whole game, and he never got it. So Drajl takes game 1. But basically, Skull Daggers are really hard to be effective with, and a lot of people don't play them. But most people are like, "Oh, you just sprinkle with it, right?" And even that is not all that effective, as I think Cruste found out the other day playing with it on tables. So yeah, it's not easy to use correctly. Just put it that way.
Bad sword.
It's not great. It's not ideal. You can still win with it. Just the falchion's just so good. Rachel has a nice opener there.
Saber. We also
or the saber. We don't talk about that sword. That doesn't exist to us. Rachel hit a nice opener there. Now you can see Manning is going to be backed up into a position where that's a good combo out of him though. Oh, okay. Well, he's going to break the yellow anyways. So now Drajl doesn't have much to work off of. He's got a pretty clean board, but he doesn't have a lot of combo potential on it. So he's just in survival mode right now. He's going to clear his green, and he's going to clear red soon if he gets a neutral. He does.
Nice.
Manning putting on good pressure, though. Manning making the right play. When you're in that spot, you just want to try and sprinkle and get rid of them at the top of their board. And there you go. Drajl's out. So you can see from Drajl's board, he kind of connected the sides and looped it into the middle of the board. And that's the weakness of the Skull Dagger. So if you keep your sides clear, it's pretty easy to keep clearing the sword. And strikes with it are pretty trash. So if you play it like a falchion, you're probably going to get punished.
Every single time.
And that's what most people do, right? Because nobody's used to actually playing Skull Daggers for the most part. Same thing with Scimitars. Rachel gets Manning gets a blue.
Definitely what he needed there.
Oh no. He gets covered by 1 sprinkle. Manning's in such a tough spot right now. There's only so much he can do. Yeah. Okay, Drajl's gonna take that one. I feel like the only time this sword has good killing power is when people are like cluttered on their sides and the middle of their board is the only thing they're working with, and you give them like a nice 3-4 layer sprinkle or something. Otherwise, it's just so hard to be effective with. Okay.
Both coming out with
Manny is a slightly nicer opener. I think both of them flubbed a little bit. That wasn't what they were both going for, but they kind of got similar openers off in the end. If Manning could have found a way to connect that yellow, that would have been a really big combo. Probably would have won him the game. I think at this point, Manning really needs to clear that yellow. Yeah, Drajl's going to hit him. Probably need to turn you up on Discord.
Unlucky for Manning.
Yeah, that's
Not
tough.
getting anything there.
Sorry, I had to turn you up in Discord. What is it? 3-0?
Yes. Yep.
Drajl was playing pretty well. Just sends a Baja Blast bingo of the day there in the beginning. That's a nice combo from Manning.
That was.
If Manning can find, that's what he's looking for. He can link this green on the right side. Oh, it already works.
Opts to break it. That was nice.
Yep, I agree with that. So you can see is that hit on Drajl's board. That's the misconception right there where everybody thinks, oh, the Skull Dagger sprinkles are really good. And as long as your board is pretty clean, they're really not. So Drajl has a nice shot. I agree with what he's doing. I would have kept going with it. Nice. Manning hits a nice hit too. That's going to clear really easily though in column 5-6. Drajl taking his time to think about that one a little bit.
I like the greed there.
Yep, I do too. Manning with a nice little combo too. Ooh, it's going to crit. By the way, when we say something crits, we mean it hits in column 2-3 because you get hit in column 2-3, it's awful, to say the least. It puts you in a really tough spot to survive. Ooh, Manning gets the perfect piece.
Exactly what he needs. Ooh, Drajl with a nice little sneaky.
Drajl's got a really nice board. If Drajl gets a red here, it's probably over. And he does get a red. It's a nice hit. Yeah.
And it is over.
Drajl off to a 4-0 start.
We created this
still winnable though.
Especially with Scimitar games coming up next.
Oh yeah.
Literally anybody can take the Scimitar games. Like, okay. Honestly, if I'm Drajl, I'm just gonna try and get rid of that at this point. Yeah, that works.
Works out for him really nice too.
Manning had like 2 breakers covered, and they just broke everything that Drajl sent to him. And it looks like nothing happened. Again, that's a nice nice way that combo fell into his hands. Sometimes just burying breakers is honestly the play because stuff like that happens. Both have pretty good boards right now. I think it depends on who's going to go for some mid-game combos. Drajl hits a kind of nice one. But it doesn't double layer in the middle, so it's not going to hurt Manning that much. See, Manning's got a good board right now. He hits the blue.
It's back and forth, really. Ooh.
Oh, and he gets his breaker crushed. That's unfortunate. Okay, I like Drajl's position much better now. And he does get the red. Is he in agreed? No. Okay. He shouldn't have.
Manning's board, a little scrambled.
Yep.
And that's it.
Drajl wins all 5 Skull Dagger games. I mean, well played by him.
Yeah, very keeping the pressure. A little bit of back and forth in the middle, but Drajl ultimately with a cleaner board.
I mean, props to him. Drajl did keep a clean board most of those games, and similar to any other matchup, Scimitar, Falchion, that is how you win the games, at least in my opinion. Okay, so now we're going to play 5 Scimitar games. These can last forever because
these are the worst.
Yes, yeah. I think for the players, these swords are probably the least fun for them just because this sword doesn't have killing power. You'll see in the middle, it's always going to be 2 colors, and it is really hard to break that. So, I shouldn't say hard to break that. It's hard to actually put somebody away with this sword. It's easy to scramble their board, but it's not easy to kill them with it.
Both looking for the red.
Yeah, at this point, you just gotta like smash your drop key.
There it is. They both get it.
Did they get it at the exact same time? I wasn't paying attention, but I think they did.
They're really close, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so speed-wise, Manning is keeping up pretty well. Let's see. Oh, man. That was unfortunate. Drajl gets the better of him there. Yeah, usually scimitar games like that just don't end as quickly. So I do like this build by Drajl. The only thing I don't like is building on neutrals. So, he needed the green breaker. So if you hear somebody commentating or talking over the games, whatever, and they say building on a neutral, it just means when you need that breaker. So you can't set it off with just any piece of that color. And it's a little bit risky, but obviously if you do it and it actually works in your favor and you get that piece you need, it can be really favorable. I personally don't like doing it, but sometimes the situation calls for it. Ooh, Drajl was
Manning's having some nice little strikes here and there.
He is. And as far as like an optimal strategy with this sword, you want to hit small to medium strikes, but you want to hit them consistently. You want to string them together as quickly as you can. And so speed does pay off here, but again, it's really hard to kill people with this sword. Like Drajl put on really good pressure, and Manning has a perfectly clean board either way. Drajl just needs a red or a green. He's gonna be.
There it
Oh
is.
man, I like this. This is
very nice.
No, it's not going to connect.
Oh,
Never mind.
No, it doesn't work.
That's tough. So Drajl is a cubed corner, which means that strike went into column 3-4.
He's still alive though.
He is still living. That is a really fortunate series of breakers. Nice. He gets out of it.
Out of Manning there.
Oh, I think Manning's gonna. If Manning can just cover. Okay, now it's hard for Drajl to get out because wow, that is okay. That's what I complain about all day long. That was probably a good like what do you think? 15 turns without a piece, but well played, Manning. I mean,
yep, taking his first game, really needed it.
Hello, fellow Twitch frogs. Hello, the Kappa Master. We're happy to see you here this morning. Ooh, Drajl with a nice opener. Man, see, look, if Manning can clear that blue, oh, he's got it covered. If he could have cleared that blue on the left side in the middle, his whole board would have broken. And he kind of does. There you go. I mean, that's just the weakness of the sword.
Lots of sprinkles from both of them, too.
Yep. And honestly, sprinkles are not ideal with this sword, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, when you're faced between life or death, you're going to sprinkle to keep yourself in the game. And honestly, just the way these games are going to play out, I'm going to see a lot of people sprinkling. I mean, there's only so much you can do against this sword. Oh, he does clear. I thought it wasn't going to connect.
She's just going to end him here?
Really well.
Oh, nope. Very
but
nice.
Drajl, yeah. That was a nice follow-up hit. Drajl can get it. Okay, he does, I think. Nice. So Drajl's still in a really tough spot, but he's got life. I think Manning just typed GG. Oh, that happened again. That was still a nice game. A nice game by Manning after Drajl had a pretty good opener.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's 2 straight. A normal short sword, reverse short sword. Couldn't tell you, Kappa Master. I myself don't have a lot of experience with that sword.
Okay. I like that open for Manning.
I was just about to say the same thing. I like that. That is what you want to do with a scimitar, by the way. You do not want to try and hit a big combo with it. You're just wasting your time. Probably just going to get thrown right back at you. Okay, I don't like Manning's board right now, even though he is kind of in the driver's seat. Well, that's nice. I don't know if you intend to do that, but that was nice. Drajl has still got a really clear shot to the middle. All he needs to do is get a red. Want to see him put that straight? Yeah. I guess he was waiting for that. Ooh, Manning's got a tough situation here on his right side. Yeah, he kind of messed up his right side a little bit, so it's going to be a little bit tougher for him to get out of this. He's going to get a little bit of help though from the pieces. Oh, never mind.
No. But
Okay.
he'll get the red to
Yep.
clear it.
It's going to break. Still not in a great spot. Drajl's got a really nice board to work off of here. Not much to worry about. I'd say we're about... Drajl's got the upper hand here, but I want to see Manning greed on that red. I really want to see him get a little bit greedy on it. I think he's in a spot where he has to.
Red would be huge right now.
That's pretty much his only out. Oh, I don't think he's going to get it. Never mind. Oh, yep.
And yep.
Nice. But Drajl's going to absorb... Well, he's not going to absorb all of it, but he's still going to be in a perfect spot. Again, this sword just does not have the power to kill like a falchion does. So you can see that Drajl's got a good number of options here.
Drajl really needs the blue.
As long as he keeps stalling these pieces, though. Yep,
there it is.
I'm glad he didn't try and greed that. There was probably a way you could have made that bigger, but it wouldn't have mattered. Oh my god, Manning with a great piece. Oh, I don't know if that was a misflip. Yeah, that might have been a misflip or he didn't see it. He could have cascaded that down. Might be his undoing. Sprinkled a little bit. Oh, it's going to be close. If he knows how to make the flip, he does. Not going to get it. Oh, and he sees it next turn. Maybe a misflip. Maybe he didn't see it. Who knows?
Yeah.
7-2. So what do we have? We have one more Scimitar game before Bring Your Own. This is a tough deficit to come back from for Manning. But I do like the opener. He can even make another blue. Yep. I like this a lot. Yep. Good opener. Drajl with a nice opener too, though.
Yes, they both had really nice openers. About the same.
I think they were literally the exact same. Just individual swords being bigger on one end. Rachel's gonna do... Oh, man. Manning is getting, like, swamped right now. Manning has got... If he doesn't get a red or a blue, this is pretty much over. Oh, man. He gets it late. That sucks. But he does get a blue. And a green. And a red. And another blue. Okay, we take all of those.
Oh, he's gonna greed for it, though.
Oh, I think he should have broken the... Drajl takes it. Well played by him. That's an example of anytime you're on, like, you're higher up on your board, you just want to prioritize your survival, right? Like, at least personally, I like won't even bother trying to combo in that position. It's just not worth it to me.
Yeah, it's just not the right decision to greed at that time.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff we've talked about this last year too. There's a lot of like small decisions that go into this game, and a lot of that stuff is just when you're playing, you have to sit there and think, okay, do I break this or do I try and combo it? And there's a lot of things that go into listening to League music. There's a lot like that goes into that thought process. It's not as simple as I think people make it out to be. But okay, we're in falchion game, so this is Bring Your Own. Not surprisingly, I think most people will notice that people are going to opt to use falchions. We don't really have... I don't think we have anybody this year who uses anything differently. We don't allow sabers, but last year we had a few people, I think, who... Oh, never mind, Yonk. Yonk will use a scimitar and Bring Your Own. But most people are going to elect to use a falchion. That was a really nice hit by Drajl. I I like that. Manning just pretty much needs a green or it's a bust here. So if you're Manning here, you just got to go, right? You don't want to get hit. Nice. He does get it. For people watching at home who don't play very much, when you're in a position like that at the top of your board, the slower you go, the more it benefits the other person because they're just going to keep hitting you. And you want to try and get the piece to keep you alive as fast as you can. So I don't think a lot of people think about it that way necessarily, but it's a better move to just go as quickly as you can. And Drajl does see the triple on that, or the double, I should say. That's gonna hit Manning pretty well. And he's got a really scrambled board here. Needs a red or it's over. Nice. Okay, he made the right play with the yellow. Yeah, there's only so much you can do. That was nice by Drajl. Good pressure.
Yeah, Drajl was relentless there. That was very nice. Match point also.
Yeah, so Drajl has what, like 8 match points here? Manning would have to win every single game from here on out to stay in the set, essentially. But we are going to play out the games no matter what. Okay, I totally missed the opener, and I feel bad because Drajl's board is like full, so I feel like I missed something. And he's got a nice board right now. Kind of hard to combo what he's got going on, though.
I get it.
Yeah, I think I'd like to see Manning maybe prioritize organizing his board a little better.
Cleanliness. Yeah. You probably like hear me nonstop rant about this. Genuinely, I think most people just need to match their colors better, and they will win more games. I think people overcomplicate the puzzle. It can be complicated and fast paced, but if you match your colors, you can be really, really hard to beat just by doing that because falchion patterns aren't that hard to build against. So, okay, ooh.
That is going to sprinkle, but he does get the blue.
I'm surprised Manning got out of that. I would have liked to see Manning just break this blue on the side.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah, he's got to. Yeah, that's nice. Speaking of like prioritizing, yep, there you go. Hey, Manning takes another. That's just one of those scenarios where it's like he's almost dead, and he should probably just be choosing whatever can keep him alive instead of trying to push a combo out of it that maybe wouldn't help him anyways. So here's a perfect example. Drajl is building with a breaker, and Manning built with a neutral. Now, he did build up to it, and it's a good thing that he broke it, but Drajl kind of had the more optimal combo there because all he had to get was any green, and he could have broke out of that. That's a nice combo from Drajl, though. And it's going to hit well. Look at how scrambled Manning's board is already after that one hit.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to hit again. Drajl's putting on really good pressure. This is why the falchion is just so good. I mean, there's only so much you can do in this position when you're Manning. Like, look at this. And he hits again. Drajl played that really well. Like, can't ask for more than that. Yeah, we don't talk about that, the Kappa Master.
Match point will go to Drajl.
So Drajl does win the set. But we are going to play out the rest of the game. So we got, what, like 6 more games, I think? Yeah. Okay, so Manning is going to need a yellow breaker here again. And he does get it. Not going to combo. But he gets rid of it anyways. Next piece works. Nice opener by Drajl. Oh, that almost connected. Yeah, see, Manning is like in the same spot he was in the last game. With his board, there's just nothing you can do.
Yeah, Drajl having really nice follow-ups.
Yep. Yeah, we talk about that and joke about it, but genuinely, if you can follow up after your opener, assuming the other player is, mostly going to sprinkle you, you can just make some really like deadly combos to follow up your opener, and that can win you the game that quickly, like you just saw. I agree with Drajl just breaking that combo early. Again, putting like a really good spot right now. Manning could have had the yellow clear. He does get it. Okay. See, again, I would like to see Manning just get rid of this combo. Yeah, because his board's not going to look great if he gets hit. Rachel's board doesn't look great, but he's still in the driver's seat here. Ooh, Manning gets a nice double. Okay, they're both players right now, just kind of stabilizing. Manning back in a tough spot. Okay, Manning has a cubed corner, which you can see is when you have a cube that goes all the way up to the top of your board. Not actually going to get to see anything, but when you're in that position, the swords are just going to go wherever they can. That's not that side. So in that case, probably right down the middle or in column 5, 6. So either way, Drajl is probably going to take that game. But I like what Drajl has going on here. But yeah, I figured it probably wasn't going to come to fruition. Almost did. Now it will. Unless he still got it off. And it hits in 2-3. Oh my god. Look at that board.
That's just rough.
And he does get good pieces to get out of it, but that is so tough. Like in any other scenario, if he didn't get pieces like that, it would just be impossible to get out of. Cruste, do you prefer crunchy or creamy peanut butter?
Crunchy. We like texture.
Crunchy. You know, it's not as bad as people say it is. Really not. That was a nice follow-up by Drajl again. I used to talk a lot of shit about crunchy peanut butter. Not that bad. Really not.
I just think I like having foods with crunch in them. Like I'll add chips to my pasta sometime.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like
it's something.
That's some psycho shit.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Hey, you can't knock it till you try it, buddy.
I have not tried it. That's correct. I don't know if I ever will.
No need for a rewind there, Captain Master. You heard it here. Chips in the pasta.
Don't people eat fish and chips?
Yes.
Is that a thing? Yeah. Vomit. Anyways, Drajl had a really nice board, and Manning keeping up with him right now. Got a really good opportunity to win this game. I think he will after that.
Yeah,
Maybe?
Manning had really nice pressure.
That was a really nice combo. Oh no, wait. My music isn't on. I'm so stupid. Don't worry, boys, we're back.
Chips on a PB? No. That is not okay, Rumble God.
Chips on a peanut butter jelly. Fish and chips just sounds gross to me. I don't know. This is nice pressure by Manning. I like this. Some consolation games.
You do know the chips aren't chips, right, JD?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just either way.
I didn't.
It just
I just had to make sure.
it's like the meal itself. It just ugh.
Yeah, I hate fish myself, so
Yeah.
would not enjoy.
I think fish is the only thing I have never really gotten into. I will like happily eat most other things.
Yeah, I say fish and meatloaf. Just can't do it.
Like meatloaf? Pretty good.
It's the texture. It's a texture. It's a weird, too chewy.
Nice combo out of Manning. Dude, meatloaf is Stouffer's meatloaf isn't that bad, surprisingly. What's wrong with these people? Let's see. Drajl with a nice combo. Oh, I thought that was going to cascade under the red. I think Manning has been playing better after the set ended just because of like the nerves. And I say that all the time, but I mean, I play like abnormally nervous when I play these games. Yep. It's so hard not to. Yeah. Nice. I mean, Drajl has played really well the whole time. You can't knock him. He's played these pretty optimally between Skulldagger, Scimitar, and Falchion games. So,
agrees.
That means agree. I think if Manning had to change anything that would have maybe made these a little bit closer is not building off neutrals so much. He hasn't been able to open a lot because of it. I think he just really needs to. He's probably going for the style.
Yep, and that'll do it.
That's where the style gets you. All right. Pretty quick. So Drajl had won it already. He had 10-3 or something like that, but he takes it 15-4.
Hey guys.
Oh, there he is.
Hi. Hello.
The victor.
Thank you.
We were just saying you played pretty solid the whole time. Didn't have a lot of complaints. Honestly, the Skulldagger was the surprising thing because I thought that's where you were going to drop games. Of all the games you could drop.
Yeah, it's funny. The Skulldagger sets have gone really badly for me the first two, but I actually feel like I'm pretty strong in Skulldagger mirrors.
Yeah, I mean, naturally people have a hard time with Skulldagger mirrors, but if you know how to play against a Skulldagger, it's not awful. It's just
I think I feel pretty comfortable against the Skulldagger pattern. I think I have a pretty good idea of what to do against it.
Right.
I don't feel like I have all that much trouble not building blocks.
Right. Yeah, it's
I've had a lot of success in random Skulldagger attorneys and stuff like that historically.
Well, I'm glad you can.
What did you say?
I'm glad you can find success in them because
I think one of my first familiars was from a Skulldagger attorney, actually.
Very nice.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with them. I don't know. It just wasn't going well the first two sets.
Yeah, I have funnily enough had a similar experience. I don't know about Cruste as a player, but the Skulldaggers have gone really well for me. And having been a total masochist for 15 years of using a Scimitar, those are the worst ones for me now. Bar none, I don't feel confident winning them. It's
I think I said this kind of thing last year, but sometimes people make a point of someone uses the sword all the time, so they're good in the mirrors. But I think that people who play, I think it's more important to play against it than it is to play with it.
Yes, that's true.
And so I think that people I don't think using a Scimitar makes you necessarily good at the mirror. I think if you just feel like you have a good grasp of the pattern, that you're better at the mirrors.
And there's a little things to learn about the sword too. It's pretty easy to play against a Falchion because of the three main colors.
Yeah, right.
But in Scimitar, it's you have to keep in mind, in column 3, for example, you have that split in colors. So if you know where to get that breaker, that odd color out, you can really pick the sword apart. But most people don't know that because they never play against it.
Skulldagger has a similar sort of thing where you can see this if you kind of visualize how the pattern of a really large sprinkle attack will go. But with this, with the Falchion, you just kind of build in columns. With the Skulldagger, if you clear out the side after a big sprinkle attack, then it makes your center, it reforms your center. And so you kind of have to work from the outside in.
Yes, that's
a certain way.
Cruste and I were discussing that. Yep.
Right. Otherwise, you just waste all you have that kind of center, checkerboard kind of thing that goes on when you get hit with sprinkles. And if you're just mindlessly clearing 2 pieces at a time, it doesn't do anything. But if you focus on the sides, clean out the sides, then you can really clear everything out.
It's very similar as to playing against a Saber. You play off the sides because your sides are going to be the most clear. And from there on out, if you can cascade, if you can clear the sides, you'll see, like you said, the middle just kind of cascades together. So yeah, you kind of play from the outside in. It's just such a strong sword when you're actually under pressure and the sides are already cluttered. Then it's a really strong sword, but that doesn't happen very often, which is...
I hate the Saber.
Yeah, there's a reason. There's a reason we don't let it in the tournament for people watching.
Right.
It's
I'm
just
very thankful for that.
It's for people who don't actually understand why we do that. It's because fundamentally most swords in the game drop 3 or all 4 colors, and if you play the Saber well, You know what you're doing with it? It pretty much only drops 2. Like you will not see the other 2 very much. So it's just it's kind of broken. I don't want to say it's impossible to be because it's not. But there's games where you will literally be filled with 2 colors and you'll just get the other 2 colors and you have no chance. So it's
if nothing else, it's very frustrating.
Yes, exactly.
Not very fun.
Yeah, if it's not like broken, it's infuriating. That's for sure.
Not to mention that the sprinkle pattern sometimes checkerboards you completely.
Yeah,
you can just get ruined off. You know, if you don't keep your board level.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, great sword all around.
Yeah.
Second
saber.
See something here. So, well, anyways, well played. I mean, Manning did have some moments.
Manning out-opened me in some of the games.
Yeah,
man, I was just
there
texting Sorty there, dude. Totally in my head, and man, it's crazy what that does to you. You just start overthinking and overthinking. I'm like, all right, I'm not good, but like, I'm not this bad. So that was pretty fucking bad.
I mean,
you out-opened me some of the games. I think you had trouble mid-game, but your openers, I don't know what I was doing.
Openers were weak. Mid-game was horrible. Was just 100% in my head. Yeah. No
lamp for you today.
Yeah, fuck, man, no lamp.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Fuck.
Unfortunate side bet.
$2 or how did you want to get it?
Meet at the sheets.
Meet at sheets. All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, I'll buy you a nice little MTO.
We're gonna get it for RMT now.
Yeah, right. Both of our screens go black and we try and log in.
Yeah.
That'd be a big fuck you from Hera.
Yeah. Hopefully he's not watching. Or at least laughing.
Well, I have to go play Yonk now, so I don't know how much lower my
nice.
Very fun. Good luck against Yonk.
So, he just said, all right, I'm warming up. I was like, no, dude, in all honesty, there's no need to
you just told them, trust me, man, it's all right. You don't need to.
Ouch.
Did any of you guys crunch the numbers to see who gets in? Because I think my game against Yonk will actually determine who gets in, whether it's him or Gammy.
To be honest, I have no idea.
Well, Gammy,
somebody else
Gammy
would
is
have
1 and 2, isn't he?
I don't honestly. I don't remember. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm checking.
I beat Gammy and Yonk beat Gammy. So Gammy is 1 and 2. So if you beat Yonk, there will be a 3-way tie.
Yes.
Otherwise, Yonk is through.
Yeah.
Okay, if Manning beats Yonk, it's a tiebreaker. Okay. Oh, that would be interesting. I don't think between this year or last year we had a tiebreaker at all.
How does the tiebreakers work? Is it just based on game difference?
I'm in my very, insightful ways. I have no clue at all. I have no idea how it works.
Difference. So I think.
Oh,
Yonk has I think Yonk has a pretty good tiebreak here because it was close between me and him.
Yeah, I would assume it would come down to how many game
wins.
Although
actually, my score against Yonk and Gammy was the same.
Okay. Tiebreakers are based off of game difference. Yeah.
Oh, actually, Gammy must have a really good tiebreaker because he beat Manning pretty bad, actually.
I don't remember it. I don't know if we streamed it.
Wow. Actually, yeah. Manning, if he wins, I think sends Gammy. There's a decent chance he sends Gammy through.
Okay, so this would be what you're saying is it would be crazy.
Would be wild
if Yonk loses.
That would be wild. Yeah.
So what do I have to do here?
You have to beat Yonk. If you beat Yonk, I think you probably send Gammy through.
If you beat Yonk, you mess stuff up. So go for it.
Yonk we want to see it. You just jump in the call here.
I don't know. So I can't. I don't know if Ryan's on to do it. I can't stream it because I'm about to play my games.
That's fine. Prolific said he was a little hungover. He had one too many twisted teas, so he might be a little slow to get on.
Yeah, that'll get you those twisted teas. Can attest to
choice.
That. Yeah.
Crusty, if you're not busy, would you want to just kind of moderate it? That way, neither one of us have to record.
Yeah, I don't care.
All right, cool.
I'd be down to.
We got a quick question from the fans for Drajl.
Yeah, what's up?
Thoughts on fish?
On fish? What do you mean on fish? Like food?
Yeah.
It's okay, I guess.
All right.
There you have it, everybody. It's okay. He is neutral on fish.
All right, Yonk's in here. So I guess that Drajl and Cruste could commentate this one if you guys want.
So, I have to. So here's what I know. I have to end the stream. Ryan says it depends on when it is that you guys would stream it. Because if you're doing it right now, he says he needs to eat something. So you'd have to wait a little bit. So it's up to you if you just want to go ahead and throw it up and do it. Yeah. Because I can't promise anything.
All right, Drajl, could you invite Yonk to your super big palace?
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, is that your like virtual girlfriend?
What?
All right. On that note, all right. I gotta go. Well played to Drajl. Good luck, Manning, against Yonk. Have fun with that.
Needed.
Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna try. We might have a handful of games today because I think they're supposed to be done by this weekend. So keep an eye out for whatever. I don't know if there's any scheduled for later that I'm aware of, but we will go from there. So we're gonna end the stream right now. Thank you again for watching. Congrats to Drajl. He is through. It's almost
through in first.
Yeah, he's through in first. So we're gonna have to see what the brackets turn out like when this is all said and done. It'll be interesting.
Very cool.
I'll pray for the easy one. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Again, keep an eye out. Go support the individual streams too when people put them up. I know there's no commentators all the time over them, but it's just as fun for them sometimes. So, anyways.